Hello guys, Empress G here and a happy Sunday to one and all. And where I'm at guys, the weather's beautiful, it's hot. Even some places saying there's a heat wave. I think these people should just shut up and enjoy it because you know what? We have two seasons in Canada as they put it. Construction and what was it? Construction and winter or something like that. Anyway guys, I hope everyone is doing well and you have your Sunday dinner. Where I'm at is about 2:35 right now. I know we're about an hour ahead of Jamaica time. So guys, you know what? This time of the year, and when I look at Jamaica, the mangoes, it's mango season, and I see so much mangoes fall off the tree, guys, out there and just go to waste and thing. And because I don't think people know how to utilize it, or if the government, they could make so much money. And this one recipe I'm gonna be making, guys, a little bottle in the store appears for several dollars, and this is mango chutney. And mango chutney is something that you use especially if you're having hors d'oeuvres or stuff like that. You fry your fritters. You have that even from fried fish or whatever. But it's an awesome dish, guys. So I'm gonna be doing it today, and I like to use green, close to green mangoes because the whole idea, guys, when I do it too ripe, then to me I find it lacks because you have to cook the mango, right, and then the mango gets very soft very easily. So I'm using some East Indian mangoes, and guys, you know $5-6 a pound for East Indian mango. I was lucky I get mine for $4.99 on sale, and this is how expensive they are up here, guys. So that's why I say for Jamaica, guys, try and utilize all of that stuff. You could make a fortune out there, guys, if you have good government, to export the stuff. I don't know if they export mango chutney. So guys, this is my mangoes here. I'm gonna use it. Even these ones, even though they might look right, they're still hard. And I'm using some green Eastern and mango. So I'll tell you everything that's when I do mine anyway. This is I follow my recipe, and I use about a 2 teaspoon of cumin over here, and 2 teaspoon of coriander, and this is optional. I put some raisin, and these raisin are one I took from my bottle that's soaking, and a little bit of salt, sugar, and about a half a cup of white vinegar. And as I say, when you're really doing these things to last, guys, the best way to go is your white vinegar, and a little bit of white rum gonna be added to it. You know what, if I were doing it, and even the amount I'm putting in there won't affect kids, but if I were doing it for kids, I would leave that out. But that gives it an awesome taste, guys. And as for my vegetable I'm going to be using, some red bell peppers, some green ones, red onions, and I mix up my yellow peppers, and these are even some dark brown ones, awesome, and some garlic. I'm going to use Scotch bonnet, but guys, I'm just going to use half of it because it's not everybody who really can tolerate the heat. So right now, guys, my mango here, the first thing, I am going to be peeling them and then cutting them up. You see how this is the kind of mango I like to use in my chutney. Not really ripe and sort on the green side, because if you heat this right now, guys, this would be like a bit on the sour side, and this is what, because the thing about chutney, guys, it doesn't matter, it has a flavor that really complements the dish that you're gonna use it with. So it's gonna be maybe on a little bit of spicy. You could do spicy or tart side, but this is it. So I find the green mangoes are much better to use because you're gonna be cooking them for a little bit, so this is it. So right now I want to big up everybody, big up some people. Vibe, big up yourself. Your house is coming along. I hope you finish it before the rainy season start, because from what they say it's gonna be a lot of rain. Okay, Winstone Chronicle, this guy is doing so much, has been so much people. Big up yourself. Manix, I was just on Manix live a while ago and he made me a moderator. So Manix, I appreciate that. you know, and Mannix is like a one-man army and his wife. He was showing up there out of Park Barland, guys. I thought Mannix is way ahead of me. His garage is full with stuff and he is giving away, I think he even give away a barrel, like he had a draw and give away a full barrel to somebody. But this guy, you know what, God bless him, because he's doing it on his own. And you know, he doesn't ask for any help, the same like how I do it with my nieces. You know, and a few, you know, people, well, you know, basically mine is just me and my niece and I, we're doing it, you know. So this is it. And as the blessing come back, and as I say, guys, and I, when I was on Manic a few minutes ago, I just limit myself to people who help themselves, and I help them. Because what's the sense you're gonna help people, guys? Send things to our people who have no intention of helping themselves, just rely on you. No. For me, I send to people who are out there helping themselves. Look at Vibe 39. That's a guy practically sleeping outside the door, you know. And he went up there and people helping him to build his house. And he's, my God, you see this guy lift up bucket of I should say wash pan of sand. And I have to keep saying in the life, you need a wheelbarrow. Somebody help him with a wheelbarrow, to get a wheelbarrow, you know. Those, and he's helping himself. He planted his little garden and all of that. Unlike some of them I know out there, guys, all they do is send, and they do nothing. You know, it's all women, men, the hairstyle, fingernail, bleaching, and tattoo. You know, that's where the money is go. And I, you know, I'm not into that. I'm into helping people help themselves, and people will say thank you, because you have some people you help, and I think thank you they want to say, because some of them think they're entitled. And guys, you know, that's it. There's people out there who don't only ask you guys, and you send it and give them, and they so appreciate it after that. Those are the kind of people who I like to help. So I'm just cutting up, showing you how, you know, you can cut them whatever size you want. So I do these in bite pieces. Let me see, taste a piece of the mango. And you know, funny guys, it's not really sour, but I wouldn't eat my East Indian mango like this. The seed, I'll just eat that off, but it's not to where I want it. So that's why it's the best right now for a mango chutney. And like I said, guys, there's other people in Jamaica. When today I was watching somebody on a show picking up mangoes. Like, he went to the tree and on the ground, and they're good mangoes, and I'm sitting here with my mouth just watering, you know. So this is it. So you could utilize your mango, and mangoes can be done in a lot of different ways, just like tomato, guys. You know, Jamaica should have their own plant. I don't know if they make their own ketchup out there or what. I don't know for sure, but so I'm taking off just as much of this. Some people call it the stone. Okay, and guys, so that's it right there. So I'm just gonna, and I like to use a glass pot for most of these things, especially when I'm using stuff like vinegar, you know, which have a high acidic level. So I'm just gonna put these in my pot as I go along. Because I'll just show you this here, and then I just do the rest off and then come back. So you can hear the knife, you know, see, that's the kind of mango you want to use, not ripe, barely. And even really green ones, guys, it's even nicer. But I'm gonna enjoy the seed of these. And this is my favorite mango, guys. Even though Julie's okay, this is my favorite mango. And when it's this green, guys, you don't come across a lot of the fiber, you know, because it's still green. So that's a good thing at this stage. And I have a very sharp knife, and I'm be careful because guys, I get so much burn. Every time I turn around, guys, I'm like the burn lady. I don't know why I'm so clumsy. Yeah, every time I turn around, but in a few days it will all gone because I just put some castor oil on it, and it will, all of that would fade right out. That's how good castor oil is, guys. If you have poor circulation in your legs or wherever, you rub that castor oil, and in a little while you'll see a big difference. You know, castor oil is awesome. It doesn't have to be black castor oil, guys. The white one is even more effective in some areas. So utilize your castor oil. Castor oil is very good for you. And at night when you're going to sleep, you rub some over your eyelids, and guys, it improves your vision also. And guys, I'm just telling you from my experiences things, so I'm not here and selling anything. You know, most of these things I try and they work for me, and this is why I'm just saying so. Okay, all of these are washed already, guys. So okay, so guys, I'm gonna cut all of these up and be right back. Okay, yes guys, I have cut up all my I'm over by the stove right now, and you see most of the mangoes in the pot, and what I'm be using, like I said, you know what, each person do the same thing differently. I have some green bell peppers, some yellow bell peppers. I want to go easy on the yellow because the mango is yellow. Red bell pepper, some red onions, also some dark brown bell peppers, some garlic and ginger. And guys, I had some jalapeno, so I'm gonna because jalapeno pepper give stuff like this a really nice flavor. I'm still gonna use a little bit of Scotch bonnet, a little bit of jalapeno. I'm not gonna use all of this jalapeno pepper, and I'm just gonna add with some Scotch bonnet. So right now, guys, everything is gonna go in the pot. And guys, this is a dish that you don't have no oil. You don't need any oil in this dish. It's gonna go in everything. So right now, I'm adding the rest. This is the rest of the mangoes there, the peppers. Everything goes in, and I chopped up a little bit of ginger also. And I said, as I say, guys, to each his own. This is how I do mine all the time, and I always have very good results, you know. And I like to do it this time of the year when you have so much fresh mangoes and stuff like that come in. Okay, so that is the all of right now, guys. Okay, like I said, the raisin, a friend of mine introduced me to it. This is optional. You don't have to put it in it, but I love to put it in because it gives it that extra, you know, very nice. And this is my coriander, fresh coriander and fresh cumin. You're not gonna use a lot of a lot of different spices in this, because the whole idea, this is a condiment, guys, and what it does, it just complements other dishes or stuff like that. Right now I have a half cup of white vinegar. The salt and the sugar we're gonna leave for later, because if the sugar goes in now, guys, while it's cooking, it's gonna pull out all of the juice from the mangoes, and you know, it's gonna make them dry. So when it's almost cooked, then we're gonna add the salt and the sugar later on. So right now, guys, and also we're gonna add in 2 cups of water, which is gonna reduce, you know. So and this is gonna go for about 6 to 10 minutes, guys. Okay, the stove is on already. Yeah, and I like to use a glass pot, so it's beautiful seeing everything. I don't have to normally if I use another pot, I have to really ice up the camera so you can see down the pot, but my glass pot, it's there, you can see right through it. Okay, guys, so this now, you see that? So the mangoes is going to be cooking for about a couple minutes, not too long, because they're pretty easy to cook. So I'm just going to cover it. If I can find my cover. And guys, that is going to be cooking for about 6 to 10 minutes, and at which time I'll return and I'll add the sugar, the salt, you know, and all of that. So guys, back shortly. Okay guys, the mangoes is cooked, and we're gonna add, see that, look at that, beautiful. We're gonna add the sugar. If I was using the ripe mangoes, I would, you know, this is a cup and a half of sugar. If I was using ripe mangoes, I would reduce it, but because they're green, and this is the salt, and you don't need salt in it. And as I said, the raisin is optional, so I just put some in there. Okay, so this is going to be reduced. Right now we just add also a little bit of white rum. Okay, and guys, the two spices that I use, coriander and cumin, guys, the flavor is just off the chart with them, you know, those two. So guys, this is gonna reduce and it's gonna thicken up because the sugar is in there right now, you know. So we're gonna give this about 5-6 minutes to reduce down. And you see that beautiful color, look at that, see that guys. So we're gonna leave it there guys for it to reduce and return shortly. Okay, see, that's it right there going beautiful. We're back soon. As Moko would say guys, the boat is landed, and this is our chutney here, thick, beautiful. The heat is off, see that guys, absolutely gorgeous. See that, colorful. We give it a taste and tell you. Mangoes are chunky. This is why the best thing guys to use green mangoes. Wow. And guys, I didn't really use two cups of water. I use about 1 or half a cup. I'll leave all of it in the description there guys. Here it is. Guys, this you can have this with your chicken, your pork. It's great with fritters. As a matter of fact, guys, we did some saltfish fritters, and we're just gonna have some chutney with our fritters. And you know, this is great you're having a party guys. It makes complement your hors d'oeuvres. If you have any kind of hors d'oeuvres, you could just use this. The same way if you have egg rolls and stuff like that, it works out like that fine. Absolutely fantastic. And you know what guys, this is fresh from, you know, you do this yourself. You know, this is not from the store, because I say everything in the store has some form of thing to preserve it. Okay, so guys, this is it here, mango chutney, and I use East Indian green mangoes. You could use any mango of your choice, but East Indian mango, when they're green guys, they don't, the fiber is not up with that. Okay, so that's why, and it's my favorite mango, you know. I don't care when I'm eating it guys, I just make sure I have my I just make sure I have my, what do you call it, close by. So guys, that is some mango chutney there, and we're having it with some saltfish fritters. And so the saltiness of the saltfish, and you know, with this, the sweetness, and this is a sort of a sweet tangy flavor. And don't worry about it guys, because it's supposed to be a condiment, and that's how condiment's supposed to be. So big up yourself everybody. Vibes 39, big up yourself. I think he's working on his roof today, and I can't wait for him to get it covered. And I told him put the window on and door and just go in the meantime. Then he keep working, you know, because it's not a nice thing, because the rainy weather is coming down there, you know. So this is it. Big up yourself, Marie and Mela. Deacon, I haven't heard you for a while. Big up yourself. Fire, Jammy Hood, big up yourself. Oliver Unfiltered, big up yourself. Manix TV, big up yourself. And Windstone Chronicle, big up yourself. Alright. So there you go, guys. This is my version of a mango chutney, and it needs nothing to it. So guys, let's see, I did this early on. Guys, the saltfish up against the sweetness, sort of, you know, it's not really sweet. It does sound spicy sweet, or whatever you want to call it. Guys, it's nice. So guys, that's my mango chutney right there. Happy Sunday to all of you. Where I'm at, it's hot, the sun is shining, and guys, it's beautiful. So guys, big up yourself. Have a wonderful day. All right, peace.